be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's the Vikings going up against the Eagles. So with that, we'll send you up to the Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, as we hand it over to our broadcasting team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Philadelphia Eagles. Fielded about a yard deep. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On the ground, the first carry for Ryan Matthews. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a way to out-leverage the guys up front, because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Well, when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away, because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Back out now come the Philadelphia Eagles, and we noted earlier they're 4-4. It's interesting. They started 3-0, a couple great wins in there, one over the Steelers, but now they've lost 4 or 5. What do you make of this team?
I still think this is a very good, much improved Philadelphia team over last season. I think that they can do things on offense that they couldn't do before just by style. And defensively, they're much more rested, so they play better. But they're in a really tough division. Going into last weekend, every team in the NFC East was above 500. The only division in the NFL that could boast that number.
And this is good as they extend it out now to a 9-0 lead. After the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. And they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple and move forward. One of the toughest things for an offensive lineman to learn is the ability to get in space and hit people who are moving targets. And linebackers are not easy ones to hit because they know how to move, juke, and make you miss. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A nice play for the defense.
And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. On third down, Bradford. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now fourth down.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a third down attempt.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles take possession. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
A lot of teams love to throw screen passes. They want to tire out defenses because they make them run a lot. But there are a lot of moving parts on a play for an offense when they call that one, because you got the linemen that have to move. You have the wide receivers.
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Fourth down. They come out here in the eye. Giving to the big tight end on 4th. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. And now out comes Minnesota. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
They run it with McKinnon. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. But McKinnon returned after missing Week 8 with an ankle injury. And in Week 9, he didn't do much. 7 carries, 8 yards. Could be a fairly even timeshare in the backfield. Remember, you got Matt Asiata, Ronnie Hillman as well.
They're all trying to make up for the absence of Adrian Peterson. I know Peterson's stats weren't great to start the year, but you just knew he would come on and be Adrian Peterson yet again. I think for them, call the plays that work best for each one of them. Almost 3 different game plans for each one of the backs. Feature what they do well.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
And found his man wide open for a pass and a score on a fake field goal. I love that play.
And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Wide open receiver complete. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there that sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Now Bradford. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Now a second down throw for Bradford. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And just like that, it's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kyle Rudolph with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. And his kick is no. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
On second down, Ryan Matthews. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. And the D looking like they may blitz. And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on third.
Playing coverage here.
Throwing now is Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. It'll be a pickup of only a yard. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dorial Green-Beckham with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, little 360. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense?
Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Back to it after the pick-6. Bradford, screen play, McKinnon. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Bradford to throw it. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Now it's a bootleg with Bradford. He'll buy some time right. And the pressure gets to Bradford, and down he goes.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
A long way to go for the offense here on 3rd down. On play action, Bradford. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Here's Jeff Locke now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive court.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he's got his guys set up great now. 1st and goal. And the Pigs get at the 7-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter means don't come away from there with anything.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Sam Bradford with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Vikings have made this now a 1-score game. Bradford going to throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And
the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
Let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
Throwing on first is Wentz. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Partner, we're about halfway through the NFL season now, and I'm thinking for the 2nd half, look at the NFC North and keep an eye on Detroit trying to make a move in that division.
Well, that's interesting. Who else do you have your eye on?
Well, I'm also taking a look at the NFC South, and we thought Atlanta would run away from it from the early part of the season, but keep a hard eye on New Orleans. They have been hot, have won 4 out of the last 5, but let's face it, the story the whole league is watching is in Dallas, in Big D, where Dak Prescott's been incredible as a rookie quarterback, but Tony Romo's getting healthy. Will they make the move back to Romo before the year is out?
Time to step aside. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Hurry up, here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Hurry up.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Wentz to throw on second down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Captain Mutterland. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Second down, Bradford. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's brought down. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 6 yards here to go for the offense on second down. They run once more with McKinnon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Bradford. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a little fortunate there because that one was definitely leaking right.
Without a doubt. Maybe about the width of a football or so inside that right upright. But he got it to go.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. To throw is Wentz. And his throw is incomplete. Well, Charles, one thing that had you and I chuckling after Week 9 was Marquette King, the Raiders punter.
Tell the truth, you weren't chuckling, you were cracking up.
I was cracking up, doing a little dance, and then after the game he said he was just trying to imitate that Von Miller dance in the Madden commercial.
Yeah, he said, hey, got to get your own due, right? And make sure it goes viral, and indeed it did.
And then he started riding the pony at the end there.
He's doing it all, but you know something? He deserves to. He's having a heck of a...
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, I did the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. The kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Eagles offense back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Wentz now on first down. And this is Ertz with it, right side. Boy, it was a good week for Stanford tight ends. Austin Hooper, Levine Toilolo got into the end zone for Atlanta. And Zach Ertz, he had a great game for Philly.
And these guys stick together as a fraternity, too. I had a game a few weeks ago and saw Zach Ertz, and he started asking me questions about the other guys. Have you seen this guy? Have you seen that guy? Amazingly enough, they were all Stanford tight ends. They stick together really well, and they play well, too.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
3rd and 4.
Here we go.
Now Wentz. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense. That's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning, but the preparation showed for the defense, and they were able to bat it away.
A final shot before half for Wentz. Complete on the right side to Green-Beckham. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Now Bradford on second down. Dancing to his left. It'll be a gain of 4. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They come out here in the eye. Bradford, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph, and that brings up 4th down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion as we just saw there, that's winning football.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Wentz now on first down. His throw incomplete. Well, we've got a second. Let's discuss what our crew was talking about before the game. Best quarterback so far in the league. Some thought Dak Prescott. Some thought Matt Ryan. There were a few Matthew Stafford picks in there. What do you think?
There were some pitch battles going on, weren't there? I'm just glad that they calmed down so we could actually do this game. But I think Matt Ryan, with great help from Matthew Stafford, does not get enough attention. If Detroit keeps winning, he'll be in that race.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. So we've got a 2nd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now they'll throw it. Wentz flushed out right. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. Wentz now on first down. It's caught by Aguilar. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They go play action here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Everson Griffin able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now on is Caleb Sturgis for the Eagle field goal. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out.
Go in this one, take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
Now it's Sturgis converted on the field goal. Now he'll send this one away on the kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out comes Minnesota. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It'll go as a gain of 12, and it'll be first down Vikings. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. McKinnon. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. A gain of 3, second down. Second down following the run.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On 1st and 10, Bradford. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Now a 2nd down throw for Bradford. Buying time to his left. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air? Let's see. 2nd and 9.
So many things have to come together just right for a spree together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Bradford to throw it, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Steps away to his left. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play.